what it is. What's happening around you?
So where I'm at is like a grassy filled area, and it's just like a light breeze. Like I'm waiting for somebody to come. It's just a big field of, I don't want to say it like a grassy, like it might have like little white flowers on it or something, but I could just see just like a field.
Okay. Do you get a sense of this place? Is it on Earth?
I don't think it is. It's not feeling like it's something on Earth.
Okay. Do you get a sense of a name of this place?
No, it's nothing's popping up as to a name.
Okay, that's okay. Do you get a sense that you're male or female?
A male.
Okay. I'd like you to take a moment to look down at your hands, your feet, and describe yourself to me.
What's interesting is I'm getting the same vision in a sense that I had when I did something similar to this with the other psychic medium. And
Hmm.
as it was, as we were transporting to this area, I kept getting visions of the boat that I was once on, like in one of my past lives. And
Hmm.
I feel that I'm in like transitions of two places at this time. And the image that keeps popping up strongly is exactly what I saw many years ago of me wearing, wow, this is really vivid, just like it was. It was me as a male with a really long white beard, an older gent wearing, I don't want to say it, it's like a white outfit of some sort, something like they would have back in the 1500s perhaps. But this grassy area that I was in didn't feel like here on Earth, felt like it was like a pickup station of some sort. And that's why I'm saying it's weird because as we started this process, I felt like I could never leave this grassy area. You know, when you started talking about the tunnel, which I saw the tunnel going through the light, but I came back to basically this area of the field. But as I was coming back down to this area of the field, that's where I saw one of my past lives I saw before, which was the best way to describe it is like an old pirate ship that came in into picture. And then now I'm seeing myself again. Really kind of resembles of how I look. Something around the medieval time where it's like a white, not like hoodie or anything, but it's like a white thing that goes over your head, but your whole face
Cloak?
is open, right? And and then from the top down, to me, just seems like I guess like a dress type, but I'm a male figure of an older gentleman.
Okay.
And I'm thinking this is like what they wore back in those time frames.
Yes. Okay. And is there anything on your feet? Are you wearing any shoes?
It looks like I'm barefooted because the
Tell me
feet look
more.
really beat up.
Okay. Do you get a sense that you've traveled a lot?
Get a sense, whatever it was, maybe walking or being on the feet a lot because I could see the feet really kind of like beat up quite a bit, very weathered.
Okay. Tell me more about this landscape in the grassy field. Take a look around and the area. Does it seem mountainous or flat?
The only thing I can see is just a lot of like land that looks like this, kind of like I don't know, really like a grazing area. Like
Mhm.
maybe you might see cattle or something like I've seen in the past. Almost kind of gets a feel that I'm like on a ranch of some sort. You know, like where they would grow hay. Because that's honestly that's kind of what it looks like. Like hay or wheat is what I'm seeing.
Okay. You said here that you got a sense that we are waiting for something.
Yeah,
Do
like I'm
you
being
have a
like
go
I
ahead?
want to. Yeah, like I'm waiting to be picked up, and I don't know by what. I mean, well, I'll tell you what. It feels like I don't know if this is just because of what I experienced, but I feel like this is a pickup area for the spacecraft.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay. So let's go ahead and fast forward time. Imagine that you're holding a remote control and you're just hitting fast forward. And we're just scanning through until something happens. So tell me what happens next.
Hmm. Oh, interesting. Okay. The feeling I get is the exact same feeling where I was describing with you earlier about the first time we saw those lights, those orb objects, which the first time was right above our head. And I feel like I'm in that location but for some reason, I feel like I'm the only one in the car.
Okay, you're the only one in the car. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Lost, I lost connection. So let's
oh,
walk.
that's okay. That's okay. It probably didn't want you to hear it. That's how I get it. So, um, I feel that I'm in that same location where I originally saw. I'm gonna call the those are where, yeah, those craps that honestly they look like three big fireballs. Is what it looked like, right?
Okay.
So I'm there in my car. Now, the time that it happened, I was there with my family, but this instant, I'm there by myself. So which tells me that they only took me and none of them.
Yes.
Okay, so I am there, and now I think I see the field, which is just up the road a ways. That's on the way to my house where we used to live. Because I'm seeing a connection now. I'm seeing those lights. I'm seeing me being in the car by myself. They're confirming with me that those elks I saw was them, and then
Mhm.
the field that I see. Still not sure why I'm seeing that field or why I would be in there, unless somehow I got dropped off there or somehow I got picked up there, which I'm not certain the connection there, but I am
Okay.
relieved that they're showing me that it's just me that they picked up.
Let's invite them to share more about that, to fill in those blanks. Let's invite them in now. They've confirmed with you that they were the elk.
Whatever it is, I would tell you that I felt they get closer. They're not going to show me what they look like, I think, but I get this really bad sense of anxiety. So, which means I was pretty scared.
I'm going to ask them that they send some calming energy to you and not allow you to feel any anxiety. And if they're not willing to show you their appearance, could you ask them to describe themselves to you? Or perhaps let us know what they prefer to be called, what their race is?
Show me what you guys are. Get like a name that sounds like it starts with a Z. Honorary, something like that. I mean, it's a name that I don't know if I could pronounce because it's nothing like on our form, right? With our language.
Sure.
But I get the sense that it starts with the Z is what I get. And they're hesitant to show me for some reason. And I think this is the same people that I saw on that, or that I didn't see that took me on that spacecraft, because they're two different. I feel that it's definitely two different interactions I had with them. And for some reason, I keep seeing white, like that outfit I was telling you that I was wearing back in medieval times. Like they're showing me white, that they are white, and there's two, which is unique considering, like, unfortunately, I've seen a lot of like fullest things and how they have it. I'm not seeing that type of feature of them, but just like blobs of white that they want to show me. So, which maybe that's to our point we talked before, they will form into anything that's comfortable for us, which
Mhm.
which is why I'm more relaxed because I'm seeing just a white object, but I sense two of them that are here. So I get the feeling they didn't mean any harm to me, but they understand why I felt very anxious and scared and nervous, because it's
Mhm.
not like we interact with them daily, right? Even though
Exactly.
they're probably amongst us, but they look like us, right? But the form that I'm seeing them and the things that they're doing is something unique to us, which is scary for anybody. So, but I do
Sure.
feel a lot calmer since you asked them to do that. But yeah, I keep getting this word like Xeon,
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah, like ZOIN or something similar to that, which I don't know what that means. But yeah, I don't know if I know I'm not pronouncing it right, but I think that's what they're trying to tell me it sounds like in the English form. Because what I hear in their language is like that, right? That's
Okay.
why. But I think they're trying
Good.
to translate it to me as we would call it in the English language.
Yes.
Like, well, they're spelling it ZOIN. I think however you pronounce that.
Zion?
Zion, yeah, maybe. I keep hearing Zion, but maybe that's probably because of the language.
Sure. Let's ask them if they can communicate to you telepathically through your voice. Would you be okay with them speaking to me through your voice?
Sure, if we can, yeah.
And can you ask them if they're okay with doing so?
Are you guys okay with doing that? You're a little hesitant, I see. When you first asked, I felt one like near me because my whole body tingled.
Sure.
So, but I see that the other one's kind of convinced I'm not to for whatever reason. But I'm open to it if they are. So we could try it and see.
Okay. Let's ask them what their connection to you is, to your soul.
They find me interesting. Thanks. So what does that look like, guys? What does that mean?
Yes, can you explain what you mean by interesting?
So they're showing a lot of things to me in my past that's happened to me in my past, right? For the things that they show are carrying moments when I've witnessed car accidents and that I jump out of a car. Oh, excuse me. I stop and run to go help the individual. And for some reason, they're showing me this one that's happened many, many years ago. They're saying that the lady that was in the car that I helped rescue was one of them. Interesting. So
Wow.
let me share you this. So it was in an area that I lived in California. It was kind of remote. Me and my family, well, our two older kids, because they were young back then, we're coming around this corner and we see a car off the embankment, down a 20-foot embankment, but there's people down there that were trying to help already. So I pulled over, and I've always had this in my blood. So I do it all the time. And it seems like a lot of this stuff happens a lot around me. So I ran down there and I see a young gal, kind of look Hispanic, like so darker skin, and she had a big lump on
Mhm.
her forehead. And the guys that were down there trying to help her, I sense, wow, really? Okay, so they're telling me that the one guy for sure, I remember this one white, shorter man in his 30s was trying to kill her
Oh,
and
wow.
ran her off the road, which that's what I speculated in the past. But hmm, I get the feeling they're telling me that he wasn't human.
Was he
So
of a different alien race?
yeah. Uh-huh. And because I remember going down there and I don't I remember him being suspicious to me. For some reason, I had this bad vibe off of him when this happened. So I
Mhm.
pushed, I kind of like not shoved him or anything, just said, get him away. I'll try to open this door. So I was able to open it, get my body in between it, and use all my strength to pry the door open enough. And I remember this other gentleman on the other side of the car seemed like a nice gentleman. I think he was good. And she's like, she won't leave. She won't get out of there. So I remember in a stern voice saying, listen, your car's sizzling. I hear it ready to explode. I go, you need to get the hell out of this car. And she's like, is my car going to blow up? I go, lady, I don't know. But let's go. She's like, well, I got to get my purse. Well, screw your purse. Let's just get out of this car. So I was able to
Mm.
get her, and then other people came down and they helped her up the hill. And then off I went. So somehow, and I'm not sure, the only thing I could think of why they kept sending me this image and replaying my memory is maybe I saved one of their people, is what I felt like I think I said earlier.
Yeah.
So that, and which is funny why they say I'm interesting because I always said I'm interesting as well. But like I said, there's been many times that I've seen cars, people crash, roll over, and then I'm all, either the first or really close to the scene, and I'm always running out there to try to save somebody. So
Yeah.
maybe they're trying to get an understanding of what drives me to do that. Why do I have that ambition? And they say, why aren't you a doctor? Like a rigger, like, you know, ER doc or something like that, right? A trauma doc. And that's all they showed me with it. But somehow they were intrigued with me in some fashion, some way. But but what's amazing is that accident happened, geez, 20 years ago.
In a sense, one of these beings that is with you is that woman?
Oh, good question.
Let's ask them, or ask what the connection is.
Yeah, as you're saying that, I only see, I only get the sense of one being next to me on my right. So maybe there's that possibility of that connection. Because the feeling is Why would I go down and do that? Right? Why
Mhm.
would I go down to help a stranger that I don't know when there's many other people there already? Like, what possessed me to bypass and basically like push everybody away to go help her out? I think that's what they're getting at. And to me, and that's why I think that I'm interesting is because they've been watching me. They've been seeing me doing this over and over and over. It's like, why? What they want to learn why I have that compassionate for others. And maybe that's what they're intrigued with. Oh, this explains it. That's why I was so happy when they took me to the spacecraft,
Okay, let's go to that moment.
right? They were thanking me for doing what I did for her. And they took me on a journey, but the only journey that I see is when we're returning, not when they picked me up, not when, where we went, just only when we were coming back. That's what they only wanted me to see.
Can we ask them if they'd be willing to show us a little bit of the journey or at least fill in some of those blanks for you?
And when did you guys pick me up? I was in the field. So here's that connection with that field. Really? Okay, so the field that I'm seeing, or at least the vision that I'm getting at, was a place where I went fishing with my cousin, and I had one of my younger sons on me, and I can't remember which kid it was, but it was on my carrier where you put the baby in front, right? And we were in this grassy area that I'm seeing. And I remember hearing something running in the brush towards me and my son and my cousin. My cousin's
Mhm.
roughly, and it's trucking. And I asked him, I go, did you have a gun? Do you have a gun? There's something coming, right? We're in California, and I knew he had a handgun that we could carry every so often when you're out in the wilderness like this. I'm like, did you have it? Did you have it? Because something's coming on us. Because I was going to grab it and shoot whatever it was. Because I mean, it was coming hard, and when it got to us, it was a black Rottweiler dog. Stopped about 10 feet in front of me, barking and barking and barking, and then took off running. That was the time, but that doesn't make sense because my son was much younger than when that accident happened. So that doesn't make sense. But that's the area that they're playing in my head of what happened.
Okay, did they take the form of the Rottweiler?
Ooh, yeah, yeah. They did. They had to. The reason because there was nobody else around. There's no homes, no nothing around there. To have a wild dog to come up like that.
Okay,
So yes,
and let's go ahead and replay this moment and slow it down. Slow it way down. And now I'm going to ask you to translate the barking of the dog into language. And our beings on the other side should be able to help you with this. Sending that telepathic message. Really tap into that energy. What is he saying?
all I hear just says you need to get out of here. You need to get out of here now, for whatever reason. Was there something trying to warn me of something? Because after that, we did leave.
Okay, good. So you picked up on that energy.
Yeah,
So let's ask our beings, our Z aliens, what you were being protected from. What were they warning you about?
you guys got to show me clearer. Are you protecting me? They said something bad. That's all I hear is something bad.
Okay, well, let's go ahead and send our
Like I'm not.
gratitude to them.
Yeah, like I wasn't
Yeah,
supposed to be there. Maybe a craft was landing. Why would a craft land there? I just heard like a aircraft was supposed to land there, and that I would have gotten killed because it was coming down. That's weird. Okay. So they were saving me from it and saving me and my cousin, my son.
let's send our gratitude for them, for saving you in that moment.
Thank you. And
So go ahead.
I'm going to share something with you. This isn't the first time they saved me because now it jumped to a clip, a part of my
Mhm.
life that I haven't shared with you, but they're giving me this image.
Okay.
There's a time when I was doing an internship and I was jumping on the freeway to go to school. And there was this big metal bar that a semi truck hit and it shot going towards my head. It should have killed me, in all honesty.
Hmm. Yeah.
For somehow, some reason at that time, it went through my windshield before it hit my head. It ricocheted off of something. flew out of the car up and over and landed in a gal behind me, missing her by inches to killing her. They're saying that they saved me from that. But I've always thought it was my angels that saved me from it. But they're saying they saved me from it. Apparently, they've been watching me over, like we would say, our angels will watch over us. But are these beings the right angels?
Well, let's ask them if they have been with you through multiple lives because they've showed you many images
Yeah.
from from the past as well.
Yeah, they did, which is interesting that they showed me something that was in medieval times that I remember seeing. Now, if I connect a story like that, then yes, that's what they're saying, that they've been with me through multiple lives. And what I get is that they'll continue to be with me for multiple lives. Like they're assigned to my spirit, I guess it is, or this individual that gets recreated into other lives.
Ask them how they differ from spirit guides who are with us through multiple lives.
They're saying they're no different.
Oh, okay.
So that's where I'm they're gonna have to clarify, are they actual spirit guides or actually are they alien beings that are they the same? Because for some reason the past few years, not that I doubted angels or anything like that, but there's been this overwhelming sense of alien beings as their angels. And is that what's coming out today? Because that doesn't make sense. It doesn't go with everything I believe in. They're the ones that, yeah, that been protecting me from times of death. In their
Oh,
eyes, they see me as something special for, I guess, whatever reason, in my opinion, but they see me as a special individual.
oh, that's beautiful.
So I think the time when they picked me up on that spacecraft, because I think for many years I've asked to see alien life form or a spaceship or anything like that. That's why I was so happy when I was on that craft, is because basically they gave me a joyride and they only wanted me to remember a few seconds of that joyride. So when my soul here in this life can remember that and share that experience and see that there is life beyond us. Yeah, I remember I'm trying to take them to that spacecraft right now because as I'm talking to them telepathically,
Okay.
I asked them, why can I not see you guys? Why am I not allowed to see them? Because when I'm on that craft, it was like an empty craft, but I think in my eyes, I can't see them because they put themselves as invisible, right? So they're
Hmm.
there operating the craft, but for some reason, I, as a human, am not allowed to see them. Maybe it
So
was scare me or something.
let's ask them if there's any connection to what you saw during the farm animal exercise. Is it possible that that's what they look like?
Well, as we were going through the process further, because I kept asking, as you were walking through the steps, what was that? And Archangel Michael said it was him.
Oh, wow.
And I'm like, okay. And the reason the form that I saw him in, as I'm putting the picture together now, thank you, Michael. It resembles of how I saw him flying in to get that spirit that was attached to me. Yes, that's him. He confirmed it. Wow. It's identical. Now I see it. That's why I said I can't see his feet because from how I saw him, and I couldn't see his face because he won't see me. He wouldn't let me see his face when he flew in. That's why when he's standing there next to you, I couldn't see the face. And that's why I said I saw wings, but a human shaped body,
Oh, that's
right? That
beautiful.
looked like a bird. And yeah, so when we were going through this, he told me that that was him. But now I got that other vision right now as we're speaking of him flying in that time where he allowed me to see him to confirm and validate that's that's what I saw him stand next to you as him. So thank you for validating that. That's perfect.
Yes, thank you. And thank you for helping during that troublesome time.
That's great because I get the sense that he's telling me that he's here around me a lot.
Mm,
Even though I may not be asking for him because I tend to forget his name quite a bit, but he's
mhm.
there.
Wonderful. Let's invite our our multidimensional beings back in and ask them if there's anything else that they can share with you about their contact with you or about their role in your life today.
So you can share with me. I just get this communication is that they're there watching me. They're there watching me.
And let's ask them if there's any way that you're able to contact them.
Funny, as soon as I asked that question, my stomach went. "Rrrr." Oh, these guys are in it. These guys are messing with me. They say I know how. No, that's why I'm asking. I don't know. I just call upon you guys.
Let's ask if they can give you a name so that you can refer to them. Yes.
Jeremiah comes up.
Jeremiah.
As soon as you said that, they said Jeremiah. One said Jeremiah.
So let us now if Jeremiah will speak with me using your voice.
Jeremiah, would you speak? Don't be shy. What's funny is I feel anxious, like he's anxious, like he's not sure, right? Not sure we pull this off or whatever the case is, or he's nervous about it. Let's try it and see.
And these beings know that this is a sacred space. Jeremiah, will you speak with me today?
Say yes, he'll try.
Wonderful. Thank you for being here.
You're welcome.
What is your connection to?
He's a spiritual being.
Why was brought to me today?
Say again.
Why was brought to me today?
Because he's unsure of himself.
Why is that?
You don't know.
Which says he experiences a lot of anxiety. Is that part of it?
I'm not sure.
Okay. Tell me more about what you're doing in life on a daily basis. You said you're always with him, always watching. What else are you doing?
Keeping him safe.
Is there a reason why you feel inclined to keep him safe?
Yes.
Can you tell me what that is?
He's in danger.
Why is he in danger?
Can't say.
What can you tell us?
Something else is out for him.
Something else is out for him?
Yes.
Is this a good thing or a bad thing?
Bad thing.
Would you be able to provide him with a sign when he is in imminent danger?
Yes.
Could you share with us what that would be?
The dog.
The dog. Just any dog or the kind of dog you showed us before?
That's an example.
Okay. The dog before was barking quite a bit. Should he be aware of a dog that's barking a lot in that same manner?
There be other signs.
And what would those be?
Nothing particular. You will have to differentiate them, but we will do our best to protect them.
Is there something that we're supposed to accomplish in this life?
I cannot say.
Is there anything else we need to know that you would be willing to share with us today?
No.
Okay. Well, I thank you for speaking with us today, Jeremiah. We appreciate your insight and your continued protection of Rich.
You're welcome. I fully snapped out of that. All of a sudden, as soon as we ended, my eyes opened up. I guess he must have left.
Okay.
Or he's out of me at least.
Yes. He was done speaking with us. Are you ready to continue?
Yes. Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, good. At this time, I'd like you to imagine that you're back in that space, that portal where you travel and back into that portal with the beautiful shimmering lights. And this time, I would like you to imagine that there's a nice, big, beautiful white room with 2 chairs. You sit down in one chair, and we're going to invite your higher self to come in and sit in this other chair. And tell me what it is you're experiencing now.
Funny. He's like a cool dude. We gave each other like a high five, like a man hug type deal, one of those like this. And
Oh,
I
beautiful.
felt excited. And I'm sitting here with him.
Mm, That's beautiful. I'm going to ask your higher self if he'd be able to impart some wisdom upon you today. Would he be okay with that?
Yes. We'd love to.
Wonderful. Let's first ask if he has any advice for you in your current life.
He acts just like me. He's all, no, not really. He laughing. Thanks, dude. It's not what we're looking for. He said I got myself into a mess. He's right about that.
So can he give you any advice to help clean up a little bit? Maybe not all the answers, just
Just says keep doing what you're doing, which I have been doing things differently, but he said it'll all work out. Just keep doing what you're doing. That makes
Very
sense.
good. Ask him how you can control your empathic abilities and how you can be more protected.
He's saying maybe study up on it a little bit more. Saying Crystal's the right path. Understanding what an empath is. He says I need to look into more. And he says the answers are there. Not gonna give them to me, he says. He wants me to go and look for it, which I will.
And how about your anxiety? Is there a way that he can help you reduce some of that anxiety that you feel?
Wow, this dude he is me. He says, stop being a douche. I'm like, really? He says, just stop doing dumb things, take deep breaths, and anxiety will go away.
Is the anxiety an indicator that you're on the wrong path or making an incorrect decision?
Not necessarily is what I'm getting at because he's giving me the image of like what's happened with my dad. Um, okay, that makes sense. So he's saying anxiety comes to me different ways. The one like you described, right?
Hmm.
If I'm going the wrong path, that's one reason. Or am I doing the wrong things? That's one reason. And the other is anxiety because I'm feeling it from others, and because how I see it is like, I'm going to use my dad as an example. It's like, I care for him and I don't want him to be by himself through this ordeal that he's going through. And that's creating anxiety for me because I can't step away from it. So he's saying with me stepping away more than I am now, like I'm doing it, that will continue to help me with my anxiety. But the other
Very.
portion, that's why he says stop being a douche, like, right? So that's the term I haven't used in years, by the way, like in high
Hmm.
school.
Hmm.
But I think that's how he's relating it to me is basically stop doing stupid things,
Hmm.
you know. Um, so definitely the path that I took from when I'm understanding this, definitely a douche move, right? So it's definitely saying, yeah, not the path that I should have taken, but I'm here, right? So I'm here. How are you going to help me with this now? Guide me
Hmm.
through this. And that's basically where he stopped. I'm like, can't help you there. You're going to
Right.
have to figure it out, but at least guide me.
Okay.
I'm asking
Yeah.
him to guide me. So telepathically, so things I may not be saying out loud, I'm doing it in my head to him.
Good. Good.
He just sitting there like how I do. I sit there with my legs kind of crossed over. He's smiling at me. He says, "You'll figure it
Mm.
out."
Ask him if he can give you any kind of tip so that you know when the decision feels most right. Perhaps a sensation in your body.
He just says, "You will know." So I guess I'll
Okay.
get that sensation of what's right and wrong.
Good.
And I asked him, could you make it very strong for me of that sensation? So the sensation that I got, like when you asked him that, tingliness in my body. I literally had tingliness in my arms and chest.
Beautiful.
So I'm asking him to make sure that I'm aware that's what that is, that he's communicating with me to make better choices, to do what my path should be for the future, to help guide me, steer me in a way.
And is there a way you can contact him when you start to have that feeling to connect with him?
He's funny. He just puts his hands up in the air like this and says, "Yeah, just call me." So I guess I try to figure out. Okay, did I just say, "Hey, come here"? He says, "Yeah." Stop being an idiot. Yes, this dude is really
Right.
like me. I'm telling you. You know,
Hmm.
he's cracking me up.
Oh, that's beautiful. So ask him if you just need to get more quiet too. Would it be better in meditation or just in the chaos of life?
Ooh, wow! As soon as he said meditation, he's all meditation. Hand went up, says,
Mm,
"Yes, meditation."
very good. Okay. And let's ask him now if he can provide you with any information about your separation, like what direction's your life going?
He says it's to be determined.
Is there more work to do on your part?
It's more work. He says there's a lot of work on both parts.
Yes.
He says, "Is if and it ever will happen, there's more work to be done."
Very good. Thank you.
Which it kind of confirms what I felt like in the past when this all happened. is we both had a lot of work that needs to be understood from each other. Like she needs to
Mhm.
understand her flaws, I need to understand my flaws. And until we fully both understand that, then maybe there's a chance to reunite. And the feeling that I've always got is if that happens, the love will be much stronger down the road. So maybe that communication I had in the past is correlating to this right now as we speak, because it keeps replaying back in my head of what I said, even to my wife back then, is how I felt that we were going through this for a reason. And he's saying it's up to me because he says I'm at a fork on the road again. And he says, we know what that fork in the road is.
Sorry, I lost my connection. Can you say
That's
that?
okay. Yeah. So he said, you're at a fork in the road again. And he says, only you know which path you want to take. And whatever path I take, he's there to help me through whatever it is. But I'm telling him that's my problem. Yes, there is a fork in the road. And I know what, if I take one path, it's going to do this. If I take this other path, it's going to do that. No matter
Yeah,
what,
ask your
somebody gets hurt.
right. Can you ask your higher self to offer some reassurance for whatever path you decide to take?
He says he will help with that. So I'm good with
Hmm.
that.
And how about your psychic abilities? Will you be able to improve some confidence there? Will he be able to assist you on that journey?
Yeah, I see him shaking his head. Yes, he can help me with that. He'll give me guidance, he says.
Ask him if there's anything that you can do to help improve your abilities, Earth side.
Don't be scared. Yeah, he's all, don't be scared. I mean, this is simple. Like I would say it just like that too. Don't be scared. Easier said than done. It's easier said than done. Sometimes it is scary, you know. And sometimes, like I'm telling him now in my head, I already told him, but and I'll share it with you. Sometimes it makes you feel like you're a little psychotic at times, you know, and that's where I
Sure.
need help with, right?
So it's a confidence thing.
It is, yeah.
Okay. So knowing that will come with time, but also let's ask for some support from the other side, from all of your past loved ones who are in your highest good, your multidimensional being friends, and your higher self. Ask them to help provide that support and send that loving, protective energy to you during those times.
He also mentioned something while you were talking.
Yes.
He says, I will find out today. And I'm like, okay, what does that mean? He gave me this image. So my wife shared this link that down in Tucson, there is like psychic medium fair going on until 5 o'clock today. He's telling me to go there and he'll guide me to what I need to, what booth I need to stop at. Okay, I will do that. I'm not sure where this place is at, but we'll figure it out.
I love
That's
that.
interesting. He says there's one person there that could help me. And he says, you will know. So, okay.
Can we ask him to give you some of those tinglies?
Yes. He said
Very
it,
good.
he said this individual will stand out completely to you. So I'm seeing something like, I don't know, I get this picture of what he's showing me. Is you ever seen those machines that have you put a quarter in and there's like this gypsy person in there, you know, with a
Yeah.
little head thing? You know what I'm kind of talking about?
Yeah,
He's showing me
Madame Zelda?
something that, yeah, like, yeah. That's it. That's what I was looking for. Couldn't remember the name. Like Madame Zelda, right? So it's gonna be like that, but I'm seeing purples. I'm seeing blues, reds, multiple colors. He said, you see a booth with multiple colors. That's where you need to go. And he says that individual you walk by will call you out to come talk to them.
Wow.
He says they're waiting for you. Well, that's interesting. Now I'm really intrigued about going to this place.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Ask him if there's anything else he wants to share with us today.
Just says you need to make a decision, the decision of that fork in the road.
Mhm.
That's it. And honestly, he got up and walked away. I'm like, alrighty then. I guess he's done.
Thank you for being here. I know he can still hear us.
Yeah. He's waving back. I see him waving and smiling.
Oh, that's lovely.
Actually, just having his presence really cheered me up, I tell you.
Mhm.
Well, this is great. At least I got an understanding of the alien form. And it
Yes.
and just, you know, the one thing that I felt was it was just a ride that they gave me, and today validated that. Um, I guess the interesting part is, they've been watching over me. So yeah, that's the interesting part. And
Good.
they guess they finally just wanted to share themselves of with the light, and they allowed my family to see it, so I wouldn't feel like I was mentally insane. Is how I see it.
Mm.
But they wouldn't allow for recording to share to others.
That's fair. That explains their hesitance to speak with us a whole lot.
Yeah, that was the vision that I just got, or I should say, the communication I just received.
But we know everything will be shown to us in the right time.
Yeah.
Everything will be revealed. Very good. We're going to bring you back to your light body now.